Inside the Den, proudly brought to you by Walsh & Whitelock, leading inner-city real estate agents since 1889. Give them a call on 9384 1400.
Hello and welcome to Inside the Den episode 3 here on Lions TV. My name's Joshua Dawe. Great to have your company. Welcome to Zerby's Reserve once again, and I tell you what an episode it's going to be. Coming off the back of a fantastic win away from home last Saturday against Bayswater. What a victory it was, and we're going to get stuck straight into it. Of course, we've got the reserves games to go through, and the all-important teams for round 3 will be revealed first here on Inside the Den. That's what we're all about. It's going to be a good show. We move on though to the Lowther Builders match review, the senior score on the screen, and what a victory it was. As I said, away from home, the first of 2016. The final score, 8-21-69 Bayswater, defeated by Doncaster East, 13-5-83. 6 goals to the big dog, Dean Limback, and a fantastic performance through the midfield. Nick Batsanis and Mark Paget teaming up all day to wreak havoc, and a great performance by the big man Mark Paget in the ruck, winning the hitouts. He dominated all around the ground. Wasn't a fantastic start, coughing up 5 goals to Bayswater, but a massive second quarter, 6 goals to 1, opened the floodgates, and the momentum carried on into the third term, where it was another 4 goals. So really 10 goals in 2 quarters really blew open the game for us. But Bayswater was still pressing a quality side, and they're going to be up there, of course, all year in 2016. And they put the pressure on us early stages in that final term, but couldn't quite hit the scoreboard accurately enough, spraying 6 behinds before Daniel Mead put the icing on the cake with a nice goal from 40 metres out. It was a fantastic performance, one that senior coach Steve Buckle was extremely proud of, and wanted to give the boys a bit of momentum for the rest of the year, getting the first one on the board and singing the song for the first time. Always good to do it in the opposition rooms, of course. The reserves, well, look, they didn't have a similar sort of luck. It was another loss, going down 10-14-74 to 4-8-32, and probably the final score was a bit of a blight on the game because it was a close contest for 3 quarters. Jaden Phillips best on ground there, and Nathan Miller, just his second game for the year, coming off the back of a slow pre-season, he had a crack up, and it was a really tight affair for 3 quarters. 5-13 to 4-5 was the 3-quarter time score, only trailing by a couple of goals, but a bit of Bayswater experience put our boys away. But look, positive signs, and the reserves team will be boosted this week by a couple of big inclusions. So the first win not so far away, thanks to Lowther Builders, our sponsor for the match review. They're the best in the business when it comes to residential and commercial architecturally designed projects. Their number 8833 0300. No interview this week with some time commitments, but keep your ears to the ground because we have got a big one coming up next week. A very special player will be here inside the den talking to myself. But without further ado, let's get on to the teams for round 3 against Wantirna South at Walker Reserve, and the senior side on your screen now. Just the one change. In comes Jack Shalakis, the pocket dynamite, looking to snare some goals. His first game in season 2016, replacing Jake Clark in that senior side. A very strong one, of course. Knocked off Bayswater last week. That back line as well, very solid, keeping the Waters to just 8 goals. So some really strong faces down there that will be keen to take on Wantirna South, who are 1-1 as well. A narrow loss last week to Waverley Blues, but well coached by Matt Clark out there, and they'll be a very tough opponent to beat, that's for sure. The reserve side as well coming up now, and a few names in for their first games this year. Michael Lane comes in, the big ruckman, as does Trent Goody, so some good big bodies there for the reserve side. Jake Clark returning to that team, as does James Zaccardi. Great to see him back out there playing football. Both the Zaccardi boys, of course. Fantastic to see them playing some footy in the Donny East colours. Good strong reserve side as well to Wantirna South have. So it'll be another tough test, but looking for their first win. The boys will be driven, of course. Those are the teams, thanks to Porter Davis Homes. Experience new heights in design. Contact them on 1-800-PORTER. A few weeks into the year now, and of course the social events are heating up not far around the corner, as we've mentioned before on the show. our dinner dance and ladies luncheon are coming up, and tickets are selling fast. So make sure you get on our website, www.defc.com.au, and you'll find all the information there to get in contact with the right people to make sure that you're there for both those nights. We've also got a very special Anzac Eve dinner on Sunday, 5 p.m, back here in the rooms, and we have Kevin Sheedy, AFL legend, speaking to us. Fantastic privilege to have him in the rooms before such a big day, of course, that he's been involved with for a number of years. Past Players Day as well with the Wiz, Warwick Kappa, 30th of May, during our game with Mulgrave. Check the website for details for both of those ones. One new event that is coming up though is the Doncaster East Football Club R&B night. That's right, the first player-run social event for 2016. It's going to be an absolute cracker after our Past Players Day on the 30th of May. 7:30 start, $20 entry. Our main man, Daniel Dozadoran, on the decks. One of the best DJs going around. I tell you what, it's going to be great to have him just in his environment. Does really well on the football field, does even better behind the decks, that's for sure. Check out our Facebook event. Go over to Facebook, Doncaster East Football Club. You'll find it there. All the information is there, and it's going to be a fantastic night. We want as many people down here, so make sure you check it out. Clear up the calendar for that night, because it's going to be an absolute ripper. While you're at it, check out all our social media accounts. They're booming at the moment. Just hit 600 followers on Twitter. Fantastic stuff. They're all in the description just below this video, so make sure you follow us on the Instagram and Snapchat as well, because they're all booming. Get right behind them for all your Doncaster East content. And when you're using those, make sure you use our new hashtag. That's hashtag Pride of the East. Use that throughout season 2016. So we can track all your social media activity and any time, so we can interact with the football club. Thanks for joining us inside the den. That's all for another episode. I'll make sure I'll see you next week, and until then, let's go the Lions.